Welcome to the Pool of Tribute. Today we will be fighting Susano, Lord of the Revel and Primal to the Kojin. Once again, to get these guides out frequently, there will be no animation, but other than that, get ready for the first Primal instance of Stormblood, and quite a fun one at that. The first phase of the fight involves a few mechanics that you can use to learn the rest of the fight later on. It eases you in fairly well. The first thing that will hit is a few AoE puddles, just walk out of them as per usual. One party member will be targeted with the typical orange arrow marker, and will be pushed away. They will then receive a stacking marker. To avoid confusion, the marked player as well as everyone else should get directly behind Susano or establish some point to meet up. You'll have enough time for everyone to gather. One dark cloud ad will spawn on the outskirts of the arena. It will target a player and throw big linear AoEs at them. It is once again easy to dodge. The next player that is marked will be pushed back, and the majority of the room will become a large AoE. The safe spot is a linear path that the player will be pushed back in. Just make sure you get there in time. Right afterwards, puddles will drop again, so just move to the sides. These are the basic mechanics of the fight. Nothing more than AoEs and stacking really. Now they start to mix and match. A player will be marked, pushed, the linear AoE will return, and everyone needs to stack. This will be the standard every time this mechanic happens from now on. Once again, the marked player should meet up behind the boss with everyone else. This time 2 dark clouds will spawn. It just means that there will be more AoE. Rinse and repeat these mechanics until you enter the next phase. Giant Susano will exit the arena and slam a big sword down the middle that will be stopped by an orb-like ad. Everybody except for the off-tank should focus and burn the orb. Meanwhile, blue orbs will spawn around the arena which will be picked up by the off-tank as they do decent damage to everyone else. Make sure the tank does not die during this phase and burn down the ad. You'll have to burn down the ad in the middle twice. Afterwards, if you got rid of the ads in time, Susano will cast his ultimate and enter the final phase of the fight. This part of the fight only introduces a few new mechanics but nothing big. The one new mechanic that you will need to learn is the rock piles that fall down. One will have an arrow marked over them. Just remember which one it was as the rock piles will swap around. Burn the one that was originally marked wherever it ended up. Other than that, it's really just a repeat of mechanics from phase 1, only they will mix and match a little bit more. All you need to remember is the puddles, the pushback, the stacks, and the dark clouds, which there will now be 3 of. Once you get acquainted with these mechanics, downing Susano will be easy. But that is all for this guide. Overall, Susano is quite an easy fight and you should have no problem completing it. I am in love with this theme though, so I will probably come back to it on occasion. Otherwise, have fun with the fight and get ready to move on. I'm Reki, the Ghost Host, and have fun continuing through Stormblood.